Hello, crypto subjects, and welcome back to another episode of Subject Crypto. I am your host, Ethan, and today it is quite crazy. We're looking at a lot of plays. A lot of the big plays that we looked at yesterday are now in the negative direction. We got Bitcoin down almost 5%, Ethereum down 8%, XRP 5, Chainlink 8. We got multiple in the 5 to 10% down range. And we're going to kind of look in to see if this is something to worry about or if this is something that just happened that is going to be fine going forward. So, let's dive into the charts. So, if you've seen the previous videos, we were looking at something that was more upward oriented, kind of like this, with a channel, with a lower channel here and an upper channel somewhere right along here. But this could still be the case since this wick is very wild and has been kind of... Let me just get rid of these before I can keep thinking. This wick is kind of saying that there was a sharp reaction coming back down to this level here. So we could still be in that upward trend, but what I'm kind of focusing on now is more of this sideways price action. We're going to be probably trading between these two ranges now for quite some time, at least another week or two. It could be even longer than that. This one went on for quite a while, trading between these two ranges. If we take out the tape measure and just bring it across, we were in that for approximately 2 months. We've been in this one for, so far, a month. About a month and a week. So yeah, we could definitely prolong this much longer. But we did have a sharp reaction coming back down to the 1100, 11.1 range. So if we take a look at the hourly, we're going to get more of a kind of depth into what happened. So it doesn't look like much really was triggered until right about here. So it took 2 hours, over the course of 2 hours, and if we dive even further, we're going to find more information about this. So an hour and a half, the price went down. Oh, we're still clicked on that. Okay. The price went down 5% in a matter of just a couple hours. Not a couple hours, an hour and a half. We just did it. So, and then we came back down to retest it after a massive buyback, and now we are headed back upward so far. But enough looking at the 30-minute. We can look at the 4 hour. 4 hours looking pretty good too. The thing that's keeping me very bullish is these wicks. Every time that we touch this line here, it was a sharp reaction with a big wick. There's 2 here, 2, almost 3 here, and then of course that's a massive wick, not even in the channel. So yeah, what that shows me is that there is a lot of positivity when the price action goes down. So I'm not too sure that this is something to really panic about. I think it's honestly something to be excited about. If I was awake when this happened, which I should have been, but I wasn't, I probably would have put a little bit more money into it. This is honestly quite exciting. So until the daily moving averages are tested and fail, and until we get below these boxes here, I'm still pretty confident in this. I am a little upset, or a little sad, not really upset, but mostly just sad that I saw my portfolio yesterday and I saw it today, and it's a little different. It's just a little different. But our indicators here, the squeeze momentum is kind of prolonging to the downside, And the stochastic RSI has not flipped negative yet, but is cooling off, so that's pretty good too. So now we're going to kind of look into what may or may not have caused something like this. But actually, quickly, I want to take a look at Ethereum's chart. So this is Ethereum to Bitcoin, and quite honestly, it held up very nicely. Only capped out about 7%, but now we're sitting at about 5.5% down. And that's not too bad because it is still holding up all the gains from back here on August 15th. So Ethereum's still holding strong in terms of Bitcoin. In terms of the US dollar, we're looking at something a little bit more affordable than yesterday, if you want to word it that way. We're sitting back at $434 as opposed to yesterday's $487. But yeah, the same really goes for Ethereum. I'm not looking to down on it. It's still looking pretty good. Things like this happen. Like I said yesterday, it's the wild west out here in the space. So let's take a look at where this possibly could have came from. The Nasdaq is doing great. The Dow Jones still doing great. All-time highs. No, not yet, but close. S&P 500 still doing all-time high stuff. So yeah, where did this come from? I mean, the dollar didn't weaken, or did it? What is this chart? Oh, this is the hourly. That's why it looks so strange. That's why all these charts are looking strange. Why didn't you guys tell me? Yeah, dollar strengthened barely. I just wish it was always measuring. Dollar strengthened barely. So like where did this come from? The Bitcoin dominance is hovering around the same as yesterday, except in the opposite direction. So, I mean, things are still holding up for the most part, surprisingly. But I think where it came in mostly is just these orders here that have been here. I think the overall opinion of the market, the sentiment for these orders as opposed to these orders was a little bit different, and they chose to sell because looking at it, and we really won't know until tomorrow, but all of these orders here that were sitting in here from here to here were triggered, and they're no longer there, but they could be replaced back there. And yeah, so that's pretty much what caused it. Is we wicked up into here, triggered everything, fell back down to 11.1, and now we're sitting at about 11.3. So that's as far as my prediction goes. Is Whales decided, hey, we're just gonna sell again at 12,000, and we're just gonna do that a few times before we really take it further. So that's my big prediction. And also, if you guys know Whale Alert on Twitter, they've been posting some big amounts of money moving. So we got 990 Bitcoin transferring from unknown wallets. Anytime it says unknown wallet, I just basically take that as a personal wallet, and it transferred to Coinbase. So there was a lot of unknown wallets transferring to exchanges. So I think that is where our sell-off goes, because you really don't transfer stuff from your wallet to an exchange to buy more. Doesn't make sense. You trade it to an exchange to give it to somebody else and sell that. So who is to say what happens tomorrow? But I don't think it's too much to panic about today. So don't make any rash moves. That would be my only non-financial advice. is anyone who's been here for a long time would tell you that there is nothing really to worry about yet. So, with that being said, I love all you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. The weather's great here. I hope it's great where you are as well. And have a great rest of your day. Peace out.